Mail time.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. The mail's here.
Hey guys, it's the Sith Lord 310 here with a very special episode called Mailbag. So a viewer of mine emailed me actually a question pertaining to movie news. So here I am, and I'm gonna talk about it, give you guys my opinions on it. And if you guys ever want to message me any type of questions you guys have, or just email me and just talk to me, I guess feel free to email me at thesith.lord.310@gmail.com. 310, I should say. It's just a habit of calling it 310. So the question was by a viewer of mine, Jasmine Catie, who's been a big supporter of the channel. So thank you, Jasmine, first of all, for writing in and just, being a fan of the channel. Thank you. It means a lot. Now, her question was pertaining to War for the Planet of the Apes. She asked, why did this movie fail financially? And let's be honest, the movie's pretty good. It's one of my favorites of the year. It's close to my favorite of the year. Not exactly sure yet. I gotta see the rest of the movies coming in December and October and November. But the movie did not make a lot of money financially, and it's a great movie. So why didn't it make more money? I put I have three reasons why I believe it didn't make as much money as it should have. The first one, the placing of the movie in the summer, the blockbuster season of summer summer movie season. You have big movies coming out every week, big juggernauts from Marvel and DC, and all these studios are putting out their big blockbusters in summer. And I mean, the week of that War for the Planet of the Apes came out didn't have much competition, but the 2 weeks before came out Spider-Man: Homecoming, which is a big success, worldwide and domestically. Well, actually, not really worldwide, but domestically, it's making a lot of money. And when 2 weeks later you release War for the Planet of the Apes, you're gonna run into some competition because not everyone goes to go see a movie in its first weekend. A lot of people don't have the time. Some people have something planned, so they just wait, go the first weekend. I mean, the first weekend after it's released, or the second weekend after it's released. So that's a big reason why I believe it's Homecoming took, I think, a big chunk out of the War for the Planet of the Apes, the money it could have made. Now, why did it? Okay, another reason why I believe so is that people aren't as interested in this movie franchise as a lot of people think. I really enjoy this movie franchise, and a lot of other people do. A lot of myself included, but a lot of other people are saying that this is one of the best movie trilogies of all time. It is. It definitely belongs in the list of the top 10 movie trilogies of all time. It's a fantastic movie trilogy and a great third movie. But I don't think a lot of people really care about this, and it's just the placement of it. And not to mention, this movie isn't exactly everything it says it is. It's not a war movie, even though it says it's a war. It's War for the Planet of the Apes. It's not really a war movie, and I think that was one of the misleading factors that may have misled some people when they read or watched some reviews, and people were saying it's not a war movie, so don't go in expecting that. That may have turned some people off, thinking if it's not a war movie, then just mismarketing what the movie actually is about. So I'm not gonna go watch it. I'll watch something else. That's a possible reason why, even though it's a great movie, outstanding cast, outstanding everything about that movie is amazing. But that comes into factor when you get into people who just a lot of people don't get to go to the movies every weekend. Some people are very selective about what they pay, about $15 to go see. Totally fair, understandable. So when it comes down to actually choosing something, it makes sense of I'm not hearing it. So it's supposed to be a war movie, but not every people are saying it's not an actual war movie, so I'm not going to waste my money on that. I'll go see Homecoming or something else, or I'll save my money until the next weekend or the weekend after that for something else. That comes into factor, guys, and a lot of people forget about that. That not everyone in this movie circle goes to go see a movie all the time. Some people are very selective about what they choose to see. And the third reason, well, this one kind of coincides with the first one, It's just the placing of it. This movie is a slower movie. It's a more dramatic movie. I call it more of an action thriller. It has some elements of action. It has the action's great in this movie. It has some great action scenes, great action set pieces, but it's more of a dramatic thriller to me. That's really what it is. A character piece, I should say. So you place this movie a very slow yet long movie in a good way. It's not long in a bad way. A slow paced movie in the summer movie season. It's not going to get a lot of attention. It's not. And then not to mention, like I said before, Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man is a big marketing tool. You see him, everyone knows who he is. A lot of people connect with this character, so of course people are going to go see his movie over seeing War for the Planet of the Apes, a slow, more dramatic movie. So that's a big reason why. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this movie did not. This movie broke even and made more than even. It did make money. It didn't fail. It wasn't a failure financially. Was it a disappointment financially? Yeah, that's where the truth lies. It's more of a disappointment, because it's a great movie, amazing movie. Everyone who has seen it has pretty much been saying the same thing. It's an amazing movie, but it's just the fact that I don't think there's enough interest in this right now. I think in the summer movies, and people prefer to see big, blockbuster action movies where just explosions and stuff like that's happening. Big popcorn eating movies. And this one, it's not that. And I think if they would have released this movie either prior to the summer movie season, probably in March. No, not March. Just March. You had Logan, but that's rated R. You could release it in December or November, October, in the slower months where we have more movies that are more dramatic pieces, more character piece movies. I think the movie would have done way better financially, at least. And I hope this doesn't come into play when they're choosing whether or not to make a fourth movie, because I really enjoyed this movie. Do I want to see a fourth one? Yeah, I'm open to it. I'm open to see what they do with this, how they continue on this legacy, and move on eventually to what we know as the actual Planet of the Apes, if we ever get there. So yeah, guys, let me ask you guys two questions actually. Why do you guys think War for the Planet of the Apes didn't do as great financially as it probably should have? It definitely deserved more money than it got. And second, do you guys want to see a fourth one? I definitely do. I want to see, you don't even have to continue on with these set of apes that we just left off of from the third one. You could just skip a couple 10 years in the future, continue on like that. That'd be perfectly fine with me. But yeah, guys, comment below and let's start a discussion, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, you guys can email me questions at any time at thesif.lord.310@gmail.com. Right there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And as always, may the force be with you.